What's up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 15, Episode 8. So if you haven't seen the 8th episode of Season 15 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, turn this video off right now, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's literally a free and easy way to support my channel. Literally takes 5 seconds. Less than 5 seconds, maybe. And yeah, anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions. Ain't nobody forcing me to say anything specifically about the show or characters in the show, all that good stuff. And I'm also not a public speaker, so I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to stutter. You won't hear me say so probably like 1,000 times. Definitely gonna be pausing to regain my thoughts, and definitely gonna be looking to my notes over here that I take throughout the show. And I ain't gotta be squinting all of them to the camera no more because I got my glasses finally. It's been a while. It's been a struggle without my glasses. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, of course I got my water bottle right here to drink just in case I get thirsty when I'm talking. Because I'm still a little frozen. I mean, I can get the water out, but you know you gotta drink all hard when it's that big block of ice blocking it. It is what it is. Anything else? Oh yeah, I do like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. What happened on this episode? This episode was cute. It didn't really do much though. It was like, I can't even really remember the beginning of this episode. I really can't. And that's not good. So, B minus. I'm gonna keep it there, B minus. MVP of this episode, I just started doing this, the MVP, and I've only been doing it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to be reviewing Baddies East, so I'll probably do that on that too, doing like MVP of the episodes. This episode, I cannot even really remember anything. Probably because I'm burnt out, but it's like, I feel like this episode was very dry. I don't think I have an MVP for this episode. If I do, I'll probably say it as I'm reviewing. Because I probably see a part and be like, okay, yes, you're the MVP for this episode. But right now, I can't think of nobody. Yeah, I can't think of nobody right now. I'll wait. I'm going to wait and see if I can think of somebody throughout as I'm reviewing this jump. If not, then I guess nobody was worthy of MVP for me in my eyes. But anyway, yeah, last chance, if you haven't seen the 8th episode of Season 15 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, turn this video off right now. Because I'm about to spoil the entire episode, okay? Okay, so the first scene is, Drew's at home, basically. Who was that she was with? Was that her aunt or somebody? She was showing, she was like, oh, let me show you my, I got this music video coming up. Let me show you my moves. She started showing her the moves. Girl messing up to some, oh, wait. First of all, Alexa didn't even know the damn song. She was like, Alexa, play, Drew Sidora's You Already Know. And Alexa plays something else. And then Drew was like, Alexa, play Drew Sidora. I think she said it backwards. Play You Already Know by Drew Sidora or something like that. Then they finally play it and Drew get the dance and don't even know the damn moves. I'm like, how was it just last episode you was low-key looking like you was killing it in the choreography, but then you get home in front of your aunt and it's looking like choreography for beginners. I mean, I know she said it's been a while and all that, but she looked like she had it down packed this last episode. This episode, she looked like she off again. I don't know. Then Ralph comes in with their baby girl. And Drew, she telling her, you know, my mom and my sister come in. And apparently Ralph and Drew's sister have like some little beef or something. I don't know. Apparently she done called him all types of manipulative, crazy. She probably was the one that first called him gaslighting. We probably just didn't get to see it on the screen. But apparently they beefing for that. I don't know. And it seems like the sister is beefing with Ralph for the truth. It's just like, I don't feel like I'm seeing any lies there. So, Drew says that her sister used to be her manager. So when she tells Ralph that her sister and her mom's coming, this, that, and third, Ralph was like, well, maybe, he was like, I might need some time. If not, then maybe I should just not be around the sister. I was like, what's the real beef? I mean, I guess they telling us now, but nah, y'all need to be around each other. We need to know. I need to see what this beef is really about. Like, what's up? Because from what I'm hearing, the sister just wasn't wasn't feeling Ralph. And nobody feels Ralph for real. I feel like Ralph is sneaky. That's my whole thing. I don't know if any of the stuff be true or whatever. Well, we know it's true now because Drew came out saying that he cheated and all that and missed their divorce and all that. So we know it's true. But I always had this feeling about Ralph. He was always, I feel like he was sneaky. I don't know. Ever since the little Tampa situation and the assistant texting him some stuff that was out of line. I don't even remember the whole situation. But I always felt like he was sneaky. So Sheree, she going over stuff on her website. She got her adorable little grandbaby on there. I was like, that's super cute. I ain't gonna hold you. I went to her website today and I saw some stuff. And I was like, okay. But that stuff is expensive. I could see why. Like, the jogger's like $142 plus tax. That's probably like $162. I was just like, damn. This is literally for stuff like Housewives. You need to hit up them Potomac, Beverly Hills Housewives. That's who's gonna be buying that shit. You ain't gonna be getting no real... Like, no. The cheapest thing I think I saw on it was still like 60-something, 70-something. I was like, that's crazy. But anyway, she on there, she got her grandbaby on there to promote. I guess she about to start doing baby wear if she hadn't already done it. So then the producers, they petty asses in their confess. They asked her, like, how much have you profited from your website, from your brand, from She by Sheree? Sheree was like, I don't think I've profited anything yet because I spent so much. And I'm just like, you're supposed to make some type of profit, right? When you first drop a line? I don't know. I mean, I've heard of businesses, like, not making back what they spent into the business. I mean, I get that. But I don't know. I just feel like this clothing line that's been long time coming, I feel like she should have made some profit. But I don't, like I said, I don't know numbers, margins, all that geeky. I don't know. But she was like, yeah, I just feel like I spent so much. She was like, maybe by the end of the year, we'll see some profit. I'm just like, girl, that sounds like your excuse of spring, summer, September. I'm like, come on. Sheree, I just be feeling like she be full. I love Sheree, though. Don't get me wrong. She is so shady and funny. But bad as hell for her age. Not even for her age. She bad as hell. So I'm just like, I love Sheree, but just like, the lies, girl. Remember when she was Bone Collector? That was funny. That's who she on the phone with. She on the phone with her operations manager. I think is he in person? I don't remember. But they talk about doing a photo shoot for the new merch. And I'm like, oh, here we go. What's going to happen? She going to ask some of the ladies to come and do the photo shoot too. They always got to get the ladies involved. I get it that it's a reality show and y'all supposed to be around each other, but come on. So, Sheree says in her confessional that Kandi don't show support to her brand. They show the clip again of Kandi on her speaker when they calling She by Sheree, She by Sheen. Talking about Sheree's website or whatever. Kandi says in her confessional, I thought that spoof about Sheree was funny. And I was like, she ain't even mad about that spoof no more, I don't think. I mean, she felt away. We saw in the beginning of the season. But she's more so mad now because you calling her brand She by Sheen. So Sheree texts Kandi, was like, yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk at the Gucci brunch. I want to meet up, talk. Candy's like, yeah, definitely. We can meet up and talk. I'm just like, these little meetups, they be so fake, like we need to get together. Like, come on. So we get Marlo. She doing a live with some women that I guess have went through the foster system. I think she said she has some type of program, nonprofit or something like that that advocates for kids from the foster system. She has one of the women on there saying, talking about what type of things should foster kids need. She said, Marlo says in her confessional, she feels like since she's from the foster system, she feels like it's only her duty to use her platform to spread awareness. I'm like, yeah, I like that. You should have used more of this instead of using that fake ass storyline about Kandi. Why not bring more awareness to this? We don't see a lot of stuff about foster care kids and stuff like that in reality shows. So, like, why not talk about that, Marlo? I would love to see you, like, do an event and planning and do stuff for awareness of foster care and all that, instead of you out here trying to basically sugarcoat the fact that you're trying to blame Kandi for your nephew's death. I'm like, come on. So after Marlo gets off her live, Sonia shows up. They talk briefly. You know, Sonya telling her about her belt deal or deal on belt.com for Mommy Nation gear. Then they start talking about basically the group. She's like, I want the group to see this type of Marlo that I'm talking to, but it just seems like every time you get around the other ladies, you just get turned up. Marlo was like, I have to disagree with you on that one. She was like, I do know how to act when it comes to the ladies. Just, you heard what Candy said. Candy said, fuck your flowers. So basically Marlo took that as fucking her nephew. When she know that's not what Candy meant. She basically meant fuck the whole situation because you made it something that it shouldn't have been. But Marlo was like, I took that as you saying, fuck my nephew, fuck his mother, da-da-da. Then Marlo starts telling Sonya, I got a blind date. Such and such, her manager girlfriend set her up with her. She was like, he Jamaican. Sonya was like, bop, bop, okay. I was like, do Jamaicans always do that? Because every time somebody bring up Jamaica around Sonya, she'd be like, bop, bop. And I'd be like, come on, man. I mean, I know they do that, but come on. Stop doing that, Sonya. Stop doing that. So Marlo was like, they always talking about I'm this and I'm that. Little do they know I ain't had sex in 4 years. And just that and the third. So, I don't even remember what she was really talking about in her confession. Sonya was like, make sure you ask all the right questions. Marlo was like, yeah, what's your credit score? Da-da-da. I was like, look at her asking all these stuck-up ass questions. I like the fact that Sonya's down to earth. She's seemingly doing okay this season. I don't see her I don't see none of her beefs. Her beefs this season are not petty like they was last season. Last season I wasn't feeling Sonya because of the way she was coming at Drew. And I don't even like Drew that much. But the last season when she was coming at Drew, I felt like the stuff was so small. Minuscule, whatever it's called. But I felt like the stuff she was coming at Drew about last season was kind of dry to me. I don't even know how to describe it. But this season, I feel like she has valid reasons for the way she feels about stuff. But she's still coming off a little... I mean, is she coming off flip-floppy this season? The situation with Candy and Courtney, she was definitely flip-floppy. But this situation with Marlo and Candy, I feel like she's pretty neutral for the most part. So then we get this meet-up scene with Sheree and Candy. They go for a walk. Sheree, usually the workout queen, got a whole mink on, some Louis Vuitton heels. I was like, they definitely not working out. Candy had on some bright full color ass jumpsuit. Shit probably cost money though. Don't get me wrong. I ain't really care for it, but shit probably cost money knowing Candy. So, Sheree was like, how are you and Marlo doing? She don't... girl, Marlo and Candy ain't been talking. She's like, how are you and Marlo doing? So Candy's like, I'm done with Marlo. She's like, she done said too many negative things about me. Sheree was like, Sheree said, this whole argument between Candy and Sheree was hilarious to me. So Candy I'm done with Marlo. She said too many negative things about me. So here goes Sheree. She said she said a lot of negative things last time, and all it took was for a bucket of chicken for you to forgive her. And then they showed the scene from last season of Marlo bringing Candy that bucket. I mean, not bringing Candy, but Marlo had a bucket of chicken in the airport, and Candy in her confession was like, "Oh, I just had to get some." I think that was in Jamaica, so it was like Jamaican KFC. I don't know. I thought that was funny as hell though. She said all it took was... Sheree was like, well, she got to get you 2 buckets this time. So they sit down. Sheree briefly tells Candy about her granddaughter. I got a grandbaby. I don't blame her though. Just a cute little grandbaby. And Cairo having a baby, I know that surprised the hell out of her. So I know she just pressed to tell everybody. I don't blame Sheree for that. So then Sheree get right into it. She's like, I thought we was good after the reunion. But then I hear you going on different platforms and talking negatively about my business, whatever. She was like, you got a huge following. So when people say negative things when you say negative things about my business, it hurts my business. She was like, I always support your endeavors, your your movies, your restaurants, all that stuff. Candy was like, I feel like I support you the same way you support me. I was like, yeah, you show up, but you still on your speak on it, calling it she by Sheen and being funny about it. So just own up to it, Candy. So Candy was in her confession like, why she had this whole Gucci brunch, getting all crying, talking about all this and all that, but didn't even bring this up to me at the Gucci brunch. Candy says that. I was like, shoot, I mean, I feel like Sheree already knew it was going to be a couple of situations where Candy had to, like, because Candy had to deal with Courtney and Marlo. Like, so you think she wanted to add a pile on with Sheree? I feel like that's probably why Sheree didn't bring it up at the brunch. Because Candy was already head-to-head with two other people. Not even head-to-head with Courtney, but she had to delve into two different situations with two different ladies. She didn't want to add a third. So that's when Candy was like, I don't even understand how I was shading your business. Excuse me. I was like, really, Candy? Really? I thought that was funny that she said that. She said, I don't see how I be shading your businesses. So Sheree was like, Sheree was like, you have. Candy was like, I don't agree with that. So that's what Sheree was like, have you bought anything yet? She's like, have you bought anything yet from She by Sheree? Candy was like, did you ever put stuff on the site? That's what made me go to the website, because she was like, the website been up for, it's been stuff on there for 2 months. I was like, okay, let me go see if this website is up and running, because if it's not up and running right now, I'm going to be so mad at Sheree. So she gets to saying, Candy was in her confession, like, I went to the website. I was trying to buy stuff and support, but when I went to the website, it wasn't working. I tried to make a purchase. So then Sheree, she started explaining all these situations, reasonings why the website was down. I don't even remember all the stuff she said. And then the editors made it seem like she was talking for hours. They started showing the little, like, and Candy was just like nodding. So Candy was like, I don't come to you and I don't come to you for music advice, and so you definitely can't come to me about fashion advice. I was just like, Sheree, I was like, she just shaded you, Candy. Candy just took it. It was like, I was like, I mean, have we seen Candy in fashions, like real fashions? I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't really be paying attention to what Candy be wearing, because she's not the fashion, like, I guess she's not the fashion girl. When I look at fashions, I be looking at Marlo and probably just Marlo. Unfortunately, Marlo's the most fashionable one on the show. Unfortunately, she is. That's the only person I look at for fashions when they go do a little group events. I be like, okay, I know Marlo about to put that shit on. I don't be knowing about nobody else. Like the Gucci party, I already knew. I was like, the Gucci brunch, I was like, Marlo gonna put that shit on. So that's when Sheree was like, you tells Candy, you putting a false narrative out there. Candy was like, you can't be blaming me for stuff that I said when other sites. I think I got weed on my tongue, sorry. I did have weed on my tongue. Had to get it off, sorry. But anyway, so Candy's like, you can't blame me, try to say I'm starting a false narrative when all these other sites been saying that your site been down and your site was messed up and all of that. You really can't, because after the reunion, when people went to their website and found out it was down, all the sites was talking about it. It wasn't just Candy. And Candy, I don't know when that Speak On It came out. I don't even watch Candy speak on this. But I was like, either way, she ain't the first person. You just more mad because she on the same platform as you. Because she on the same show as you. So it don't look good. And y'all supposed to be friends or whatever. But friends can still, I mean, as long as Candy was telling her that to her face, then friends should be able to tell you when you know you're doing some dumb shit. Or you know you're doing something wrong or whatever. So that's when Sheree was like, well, she was like, your restaurant didn't pass inspection. Candy was like, yeah, and we went back and we passed it though. And you should have did the same thing. Your website, it should have been, when people was calling you out about your website, it should have been it should have been back up. She was like, all you got on your website is She by Shane. And Sheree was like, no, She by Sheree. She by Sheree. And then the shady ass editors, they showed these like side by side comparisons. I don't even know if that was supposed to be, was that supposed to be Sheen.com and then Sheree's stuff? They showed Sheree's looks on the runway from her fashion show last season. And then they showed the looks. I guess that's supposed to be some looks on that look just like it on Shein, the Shein website. Is it called Shein or Shein? I don't know. I hear people call it Shein. I've been calling it Shein ever since I heard of it. But I've been hearing people call it Shein, so I don't know. So that's what Sheree was like. I came to your restaurant with about 12 people. And our food took forever. And when it finally came, y'all didn't even have half the stuff on the menu. She was like, you don't see me out here blasting that on my public platforms. Da, da, da. She's like, you didn't hear me talking about that bad service. I said, oh, Lord. I just realized, yeah, I just started a new job, so now I'm going to be doing these reviews as soon as I get home, so I'm definitely going to be wearing this same little black shirt with the rips in it. Because I realized I've been wearing this a couple of reviews. It is what it is. I be just getting off, be trying to beat the sun before it go down so I can have a good picture, all that good stuff. I just realized that. I was like, dang, I got this same, because I was about to say something about this hole, but then I remember saying it in another review. So I was like, oh, I'll be wearing the same shirt. You damn right, it's my work shirt, so come straight home and yeah. So that's what Candy was like. They go back and forth a little longer about something about working with other brands. I don't even know. I feel like in that moment, did Sheree admit that her clothes was from Shein? I feel like she admitted that at some point because Candy was like, see? And Sheree was like, you right. But maybe I missed something because they was talking back and forth and I wasn't about to write all that down. I just put they went back and forth about something about brands, other brands or whatever. So that's when Candy was like, okay, I feel... She's like, I understand why you upset. She's like, I shouldn't have said things about your businesses and stuff publicly. She said publicly. So she apologized. She's like, I'm sorry. And she was like, wow, you always... Sheree was like, I don't want to be beefing with you. Sheree was like, I appreciate the apology. They hug or whatever. Then we get these little quick filler scenes. Kenya and her baby Brooklyn making cookies. Her daughter is so cute. She's like a little doll baby. She's like, can I eat the dough? Kenya was looking at the instructions. Like, I don't know if you can eat this, Brooklyn. Brooklyn was eating it anyway. She's like, I already... I feel like if she was an adult, she probably was like, I already ate it. But she just said something like, like a kid, you know. Then we get another little filler, brief scene. Marlo's manager / friend talking to her briefly about her foster care initiative, whatever that's supposed to be. Then Sonia texts Marlo about her date. Like, what you wearing? You ready? Make sure you do this. Then we get the scene, Candy and Todd. They sitting down with a producer, talk about Todd's movie, a little Pass movie. Is it called Hall Pass? I don't even know the name of this movie no more. Because it's so similar to the plot of it is so similar to the movie Hall Pass that's already out. So when I think about this movie that he's working on, I just immediately think Hall Pass. I forgot what the movie called, but they're sitting down with the producer talking about the movie or whatever. They talk about how they want, what's his name? Todd wants Drew to be the leading lady of the movie. Candy was like, I don't know. I feel like it would be awkward for her to play the leading role. She says that it would be awkward because Drew would be playing the role opposite of her or something like that. She said, Candy was basically like, I already done played the role where I was dealing with a woman. What show was that when she was dealing with a woman? It wasn't The Shack, because on The Shack she ended up messing with Dada. Duda, whatever his name is. Oh yeah, The Shy's coming back out next month too. Is it next month or is it August? The Shy's coming back out soon. I'm definitely gonna be reviewing that. And I heard they're doing 16 episodes instead of 10 episodes this season, so that's gonna be lit. I love The Shy. Definitely gonna be reviewing that show, so look out for that. Going off track though, but she said that Candy says, I already played a role when I was with a woman, so I don't want to do this role too to make it seem like I'm just the one out here. She said turning the girls out. Gonna talk about some art imitates life. I was just like, oh my goodness. We know that y'all do that type of stuff. We don't need to. We know. So I was like, Drew just has the look for the role, and she can act. Candy's like, well, we're just gonna see if she's open to it. I wonder what the role that Candy's supposed to be playing in this movie, because I could have sworn she said she wasn't gonna be in the movie no more. So I was kind of confused about that. Is she gonna be in the movie now? And they make it seem like her and Drew's character gonna have to get like, well, they said that in the movie it ain't gonna be nothing like too promiscuous or like sexual or whatever. But the way they was talking in the confessional, it made it seem like Candy and Drew's character would have to do something gay like, and she didn't want to do that because she already portrayed a gay person or something. I don't know. Then we get another little filler scene about we get another little filler scene. Drew's mom that made it into town. Sister still ain't there yet. She telling her mom about her music video, showing her the scene location. She's like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it to this one, Mom. This scene probably a little too freaky. Then they show another little quick scene. It says that they show a clip saying that the production wraps at 10:30 p.m. and what happened 2 hours later. Drew's sister, what's her name? Allison, I think. Yeah, her sister Allison shows up. And Drew was like, I don't think Drew said something about Ralph. Ooh, see, I told y'all I'd be stuttering. Drew said something about Ralph went to sleep early to avoid her. That wasn't funny, but it just reminded me of that time. A couple episodes back when Candy was talking to Mama Joyce, and she was like, every time I come, Ty be sleep. And Candy's like, that's because he avoiding you. So that just made me think of that when she said Ralph went to sleep to avoid her sister. So now we have the rolling ring scene for Drew's music video. Sonia, Courtney, and Kenya show up, and Drew's mom and sister is there. Ralph's there. I don't know if the kids was there. Drew says in her confessional it's gonna be hard for her to get through this music video without her sister being her manager, because her sister usually manages her, or used to manage her when she was doing this type of stuff. So Kenya get to, where are the other ladies? Where's Candy and Sheree? So apparently Sheree couldn't make it, and they have no idea why Candy's not there. Because Drew was like, Candy was supposed to be here. I don't know. So video instructor dude Rage, he comes to get Drew like, come on, we gotta get started. Time is money. Drew has got a skating instructor. And by the way, the skating instructor, I don't know if it was just me, but Drew's skating instructor low-key looked like Candace's husband from Real Housewives of Potomac. Looking like Chris, but just with hair. I was like, hold on, is that Chris? I was about to say, what are you doing in Atlanta teaching people to skate? I was like, oh, he looked like Chris all the time. I was like, he low-key looked like Chris, bruh. So they like, y'all ready? And they noticing Drew can't even really stand on her own with the damn skates on. Sonya was like, Sonya was in her confessional like, you bust your ass in Jamaica. They showed the clip of Drew falling. It's like, I think I ruptured my Achilles again. So Drew was like, so Sonya was like, you bust your ass in Jamaica. You would think you would try to do something more easier, like walking. And I was thinking the same thing when I saw the last episode on the previous, when it said next week on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was like, is Drew really don't know how to skate and got the nerve to be doing a skating scene? I was like, at this point, she just like to break her body, break bones, or be that cast member that just breaks shit, or just be having sick or something. Because there's always something going on with Drew. So the ladies, they start performing in the video. From what I'm saying, the video looks like it's going to be cute. But then you got the ladies in their confessional. Kenya in her confessional talking about something. This video is getting very, very low budget. I said, okay, Mia 2.0. I wonder how Kenya and Mia would get along. Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac. I wonder how they would get along. I can't stand that bitch Mia. I can't stand that bitch after what she did to Wendy. Do not like the bitch. I don't care. I hope they don't bring her back next season. But they probably will, knowing her. Because she a lying ass bitch. She love to lie. And they love that shit. And she has her funny moments. I give her that. She has her funny moments. But after what she did to Wendy, I don't like that. Never liked the Green Eyed Bandits. I've been stopped liking them before. Before Wendy even got on the show, I stopped liking their ass. So I love the brown beauties on Real Housewives of Potomac. Oh, I love Karen too. That's my bitch. I love Karen. But Candace and Wendy, I love them. But like I said, Wendy need more substance. I feel like Wendy need. I would like to see more of her. What is her doctorate side and schools, the commentator stuff and her family stuff, rather than this random stuff we be saying. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going off track at the skating ring. So I'm just like, Drew, come on, I just feel like you want to be that cast member. Oh no, we was at Kenya talking about that the video was low budget, sounding like Mia. That's how I got off track. I was like, okay, Mia. Then my other was like, well, my daughter. She says in her confessional, well, my daughter. I mean, this is cute, skating ring. My daughter had a birthday party at a skating ring. I was like, girl. So that's when Ralphie approaches Drew's sister. He was like, how you feel about the video? And Allison was like, it's like a dream that I had. She's like, she gets emotional, starts saying, like, I'm just so happy my sister's out here actually doing stuff. Her and Ralph, they hug it out. Kind of irritated because I don't really know what the beef was other than her calling him. Her saying that he was controlling and all that, which wasn't lies to me. So it's just like, I don't know. He definitely be lying. He definitely sneaky. I don't know about the controlling part. I don't feel like he controls Drew. I don't know. I feel like Drew, too, she might act dumb and be lying and have these little stupid ways. But I don't feel like she's stupid to where a nigga can control her. Like Ralph. I don't know. So then Ralph gets a confessional. He was like, what'd he say? He was like, yeah, I feel like me and Allison, we can build and continue to get a great bond and continue our relationship. So I was like, okay. I would have rather y'all sit down and so we could hear exactly what the root of this whole situation was. I know they explained it, but I don't know. I feel like the makeup was too easy. Drew comes up, I love seeing this. Her mom gets emotional, like, oh, my kids out here, my daughters. I was like, okay, it's cute. So then we get Marlo. She at home and her nephew's in there with her and her little team or whatever. They in there helping her, like, prepare for her date or whatever. So Marlo calls Sonia on the way to her date. And Sonia was telling her, like, I went to, Oh, yeah, and also Marlo had the boobies out for a blind date. I was like, damn. Those was, like, on her chin. So Sonya was like, tells her that she went to Drew's video shoot. Marlo was like, oh, I didn't get an invite. I was like, why would you? You and Drew is beefing. What are you talking about? She's like, oh, let me call Drew while I'm on my way to my blind date. I was like, why? Y'all not cool right now. Why? Marlo be cracking me up, though. I just be like, bro, what be in her head sometimes? So Marlo calls Drew, like, what you doing, girl? Drew was like, I'm at my video shoot. And I was like, was the video shoot the same day as Marlo's date? Because Sonya, they made it seem like it was a different day. Because Sonya was like, I went to Drew's video shoot. But I guess it was the same day. I guess Drew was still there. Or was she lying on the phone when she said she was at her video shoot? I don't know. But she said she had her video shoot. Marlo was like, oh, congratulations. And, what'd she say? She said, congratulations. Man, I lost where I was at. She tells us congratulations. So Marlo tells Drew, I'm super nervous, this, that, and third. Drew was like, why? Marlo was like, I'm on my way on a blind date. She was like, oh my gosh, for real? She was like, but for real, Marlo. Drew was like, for real. I like Drew. That's what I said. She wasn't with all the, I like how people don't be trying to fall for that bullshit. Marlo, like, she'd talk all this trash about you behind your back or to your face and all that, say so much disrespectful stuff, and then turn around and just think y'all supposed to have a regular conversation. Just call Drew up like she ain't cursing her face and say, my nephew is dead, bitch. And then try to dismiss her at Courtney's little event. And then at the Gucci brunch, she wasn't trying to hear nothing Drew had to say. So I was just like, what makes you think that calling Drew was okay in the first place? So Drew was like, she was like, I just need to know where all that energy came from the other day towards me, and I need an apology. So Marlo was like, oh, absolutely, sis. I'm sorry. I was just like, bruh, this is classic Marlo, bruh. She gonna be... I was about to say she gonna be talking about Drew in the next episode, but she literally talks about Drew literally in less than like five to 7 seconds after this. Probably like a minute after this. She's immediately. So she was like, I'm sorry, and Drew was like, basically she was like, if you come at me correct, we're gonna be good. And Marlo was like, yeah, I get that. She was like, I agree. She's like, I didn't realize you was upset because that's how we talk in Florida. We say bitch and da-da-da and all that. So Drew was like, I don't like, she started saying something like, I don't like how you showing up as a friend. And then Marlo hangs up on her ass. She's like, bitch, get off my phone. You doing too much. She's like, you shaped like a square. She's like, that's why your man don't want you, because he wants all the voluptuous bodies. I was just like, bruh, pronounces voluptuous wrong. I was like, she just apologized to the girl, then hangs up and says some trash ass shit about her. I was just like, Marlo, man. Marlo, I don't even be knowing what to do with Marlo, man. So we get this final scene, which is Marlo's date. So she pull up. She's like, oh, not the date in the strip mall. So I was like, oh, man, it's already going bad. The way they made it seem last episode that Marlo was not going to be feeling this dude at all. So she walks in to meet her blind date. He a good-looking dude for their age range. I'm saying it like I'm about to be 30 next month. Next year. So, I'm talking about their age and stuff, but anyway, he look okay for an older man, whatever. And apparently he owns the restaurant. He was like, welcome to my restaurant. So Marlo in the confessional, they got a little meter that say, like, basically from good to bad or whatever. Bad to good. And it's going up based on whatever Marlo's saying or whatever. So she in her confession like, he looks good. And she was like, a nice, good-looking man. She calls him Black Santa. I guess because of the salt pepper beard he had. So then they got Marlo in her confessional with her friend / manager, the one that hooked her up with this dude. His name is Scott Lee. So he's Jamaican. So she like, they like, why'd you choose Scott Lee for Marlo? So she was like, oh, cause he's very opinionated, and I feel like he can talk some sense to her when she not thinking straight. And plus he a chef, so and she love to eat, so I was like, okay. So they start making a little small talk. She was like, oh, so you from Jamaica? He was like, yeah. She was like, you been? He was like, I always go all the time, going back for my 40th birthday. So he 39 years old. Like I said, I still don't know how old Marlo is. You can Google it, but I think her age is wrong on Google. I think they brung that up on the show before. And plus, you can't trust ages on Google. I don't know how old Marlo is. I'm wondering if she older or younger than this dude. I feel like she probably older. I feel like Marlo's probably hitting 50. If she's not already in her 50s. She look good, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I don't know how old she is. So this guy, 39, he's like, yeah, I'm going to Jamaica again for my 40th birthday. So she was like, you got kids? This nigga said he got a 15-year-old. So I was like, okay, 15. I thought he was about to say like 7 and then like 5 or something. This nigga said 15 years old, then 2 years old, then 1 year old. So I mean, you were just with a broad a year ago. And you got a 1-year-old. So it got to be still some fresh feeling. I don't know. But then again, they older people, so I don't know. Older people might move different when it comes to baby mama drama. You know, think about it. You don't never see baby mama drama with older people. Do you? I usually see that stuff with like younger, like 20, mid 30-year-olds. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But 15-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So somebody was like, you and your baby mother still together? He was like, no. She was like, you sure? I was like, I know that. Like, I ain't lying, because 1-year-old is crazy. He was like, I promise you this. I'm not. Marlo was in the confessional. She was like, I don't usually date a man with kids under 5, but I might have to make an exception because he fine or he good looking or something. I was like, okay. So they bring the food out, and I don't know what the food was, but it was something. I don't know if it was crawfish. It was something with the head on there. So Scotty was like, do you eat the head? And I was like, nope, I removed the head from the body. Like having that little funny little laughing moment. Then Marlo starts talking about raising her nephews, not expecting to be a momty and all that. So Marlo takes a bite of the food, look like she having a damn food orgasm. They slow the music down a little. The food it looked alright. They didn't really show it that much. It looked okay though. So Marlo, so he was like, "You not gonna suck the head off?" Marlo was like, "No, I'm not gonna suck the head." Kylie was like, "So I guess you ain't doing no sucking tonight, huh?" And I feel like he was dead serious too, the way he said it. He was like, "You ain't doing no sucking tonight." I feel like he was dead serious. So Scotty tells her he's been locked up. So that's the part they tried to make it seem like Marlo wasn't gonna be cool with. But Marlo was like, "Oh yes." She hugged all up on him, was like, "Oh, I'm so happy because I have been locked up too." So she was like, "When's the longest you been in jail?" And he was like, 6 months. She was like, "Oh, we twins." She was like, "Me too." She was in her confessional saying like, basically, at least she wouldn't have to go into a relationship worrying about a guy judging her, stuff like that. She was like, "We're not going back." Scott was like, "No, never, no." He was just like, he just got to learn to grow from his mistakes. He's like, he's trying to learn and grow from his mistakes. I'm like, at your big age, you should have learned something by now. How long ago was it 6 months that you got out? I'm not judging, but I just want to know. You say you got to learn and grow. So they toast to a good night. Marlo like, after this toast, I'm leaving. Trying to let us know that she ain't going home with this dude. I was like, okay, whatever. And that's how the episode ended. I feel like I said, I rated this episode a B-. I didn't even remember what happened in the beginning because it was so slow moving that I couldn't even remember what happened in the beginning. So I was just like, I don't remember. So that's why I was like, I gotta give this joint not such a good grade because I couldn't remember. If I can't remember, then it's not that good. So that's why I said B-. Yeah, as I went through this episode, nobody really gave MVP for me, so I don't think it was no MVP of this episode. I guess I'm only do MVPs when I feel like somebody did they big one on the episode. Oh, excuse me. I don't even like saying that damn phrase because they say it so much on Zeus. Excuse me, on specifically baddies. They be like, you did your big one. It's so annoying, but it just came out just now. But like I was saying, I usually give MVPs to people that did. If I feel like they gave me what I needed to get. Now I got that from Laura Roach on the show Legendary. You gave what needs to be. No, what did he say? You did what needed to be done, or you gave what needed to be gave, something like that. But when they do that for me on the episode, then I feel like they MVP. Legendary is a good show. Y'all should watch it if you want. It's like a ballroom show. I fucked with that jump. I'm so mad they canceled it. That was my jump. But yeah, predictions for episodes to come. Did I see the previews for next episode? I can't remember nothing. about next episode previously, except for we getting the gang back together. I saw Kim Zolciak. I seen damn, what the hell is her name? What is her name? I don't even remember, but they getting the old gang back together. I kind of had a feeling that Kim Zolciak was gonna come back just because of the fact that all this divorce stuff coming up, and she probably need the money. I was trying to look for her damn name. I'm mad I couldn't think of her name on my own. Okay, I don't remember. But y'all know, damn, what is her name? Let me see if I can find it right quick. I'm definitely pulling my phone into the screen. I can't find it. I don't remember, but her name right on the tip of my damn tongue, and I can't think of it. It's so annoying. Okay. But I see we get some of the OGs back. And that's all I remember for the next previous episodes. Are they gonna stay is the question. Are they gonna be on like Kim ain't even housewives no more. But shoot, half of these women on here ain't housewives, so why not bring Kim back? Kim was always funny to me. She did take it so far sometimes, but I feel like that was with Nene, and Nene not there, so I don't know. What happened with this? I think something else gonna happen between Drew's sister and Ralph. I don't see that being over just with that quick little makeup at the skating rink. I don't see that being over. And Marlo and Kenya, I feel like something's gonna happen with them. I don't know. That was my little prediction. I don't really got nothing to predict. I'm just waiting to see what happens. When I think of predictions, I think of them and I say them, but for the most part, if I don't remember them, I don't remember. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. And comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought about the episode, what you thought about what I talked about. If you think it was somebody MVP of the episode, all that good stuff. Comment below. And what else? Is that it? Yeah. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.